Hi there, and welcome back to our coping skills class. This is session 2, where we are going to be looking at what does it look like when I'm living my life well. So it's not just important to eliminate symptoms of anxiety or stress or low mood, but it's also important to take a look at what was happening in my life prior to these symptoms occurring. Because most people don't have anxiety their whole life, or they don't have low mood their whole life. You can, uh, but typically there's some results that happen where things are happening a little more intensely now than in previous times. So what we want to try and do is we want people to try and get back to places where they felt comfortable or good or happy, because it's a lot easier to go back to something that's familiar to you than if you were trying to learn things from scratch. And so what we want to do is we want you to take a look at when you were living your life well, what does that look like? So in the last class, we were talking about that, a 3-ring binder with some paper in it would be beneficial. We're going to start off right away with an assignment. So as you can see on the screen, we have living my life well. And when you were living your life well, what did you feel? And I want you to take the time and I want you to write down a lot of those good feelings that you were feeling when things were going better. And I'm going to get you to take a few minutes, pause the video, and then when you're ready, come back and I'll get you to go to the next one. And now that you've done how you felt, what were some of the things that you did? Were there hobbies or interests that you did? Were there activities that you enjoyed? Were there people that you hung out with that you don't hang out with now? Again, I want you to pause the video and I want you to go through that and write that down. And now I want you to give some thought about what did you think about? Were there hopes and dreams? Were there goals that you had as far as like travel or jobs or hobbies? What was it that you thought about, or what were some of your dreams or aspirations? And I want you to pause the video and I want you to take some time to write that down at this moment. One of the last things I want you to, what were some of your hopes? So this will be kind of related to what did you think about, but where there were things that you were hopeful for the future, and when you were feeling better, what were those hopes? And that can be one, that can be 20 of them, but I want you to take some time and I want you to write that down now. So pause the video, and then I want you to try and think about what some of those hopes were. And now, one of the things that I want you to take a look at is what were 3 things that I like about me? Now, if you're struggling with trying to find what you like about yourself now, and you're like, look, I'm feeling really low, or I'm feeling really depressed, or I'm feeling really anxious. What were some things that you liked about yourself when you were feeling better? And I want you to try and write that down. And so pause the video again, and I want you to kind of take a look at that. Okay, now, so that's great. You're done your first assignment. Congratulations. Now, if you didn't get to it or there's blanks, what I want you to do is I want you to give some thought about this over the next week, because we're going to come back to this a little bit in one of the other classes, and it'll be good to have this as a foundation, because it's really hard when you're feeling low or when you're feeling really anxious that you actually felt something at another point in time. And so this is a nice foundation to remind yourself that, one, things can change because you were doing better before, and that there's some hope for the future. So I'd like to thank you for taking this opportunity to do this presentation, and we're going to see you in the next class. Take care.